Episode 1, introduction, get to know us. Me and Vibes. So, today we're just kind of, our topic is literally just going to be me and Vibes, kind of presenting ourselves to you guys on who we are and why we started this, and basically who the hosts are going to be moving down the road for this podcast. And then we have our good friend Andrew here who's going to be sharing some questions with us. And also giving you an idea of what teens from our area could look like and kind of how we're rocking in life and who our friend group looks like and what we're doing. So,
Oh Jesus, friend group. Oh fuck.
all right. So, give us 1 second, guys. Thank you, Lil Hop, for following, of course. Vinny Brown, how you doing, my friend? All right, guys. Give us a couple moments. I was more nervous to start a podcast than I was to actually start streaming. It's very weird. I don't know why.
Bro, they be hearing your voice. It's not even your face.
I know. And when my stream, it was worse. It was like I actually put my face there. Bree Gaming Bit, thank you for following.
Word.
All right, guys. So, 7 viewers. Let's get it started. So like I said, today's gonna be kind of an introduction for the host and kind of who's gonna be hosting this podcast moving down the road, and who you guys can expect on here. Probably every single stream. I don't think we'll really do streams without Vibes or without me, but maybe we'll see. Um, so
Things happen.
I'm gonna kick some questions off for Vibes and kind of give you guys an idea of who Vibes is. Um, I love you motions text me back. And then we'll just pass some questions around and just kind of talk about each other. So, Vibes.
Up,
I've known you for a
you
long
me?
time, and I think even though we've known each other for a long time, I never really asked you this, but like, what is your motivation? Like, what motivates you right now as a teenager?
What motivates me? Hmm,
Hmm.
That's a very good question. I don't really have any like. Whenever someone asks me this, I don't really have a good response or like a like, I just say my friends. That's honestly what motivates me. Like if I wanna, like when I work on a song, I'm thinking like, all right, well, A obviously does it sound good, but like, will my friends like this?
Right. I
Yeah, yeah,
get
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So, like music, you guys both do the whole music thing, like you
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Andrew. So, like, why did you guys start music? I feel like you guys might have different reasons, and I'm kind of interested because I don't think I've really asked you these questions either during our friendship.
So I think I'll go first. Well, what started me to release a song was Lil Lil Vibes a year ago was in an online relationship and he wanted to show his love to said online significant other. So he decided to learn how to make a song. But then after that, after that whole thing happened, um honestly made me keep going with the music is just like a platform to me to express my feelings, when I
Mm,
don't feel like expressing it to other people. I just
okay,
make some music and then it's out there.
I got you. I got you. So, Hop, like, I'm guessing you have a total different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been making music since roughly 2016, 2017,
Okay.
and it all started basically from basically my dad. Me and him used to freestyle a lot, and when I was really younger, and I wanted to translate that along with a bunch of my emotions and whatnot, because a nigga got some shit going on, so
Okay.
translate how he feels or just put some emotions on some things. It's like my little therapy or whatever. So it's like I do it because it's an out, and also because it reminds me a lot of my dad.
Okay. All right, I got you. I mean, no, yeah, I think that's a really good reason, family and stuff like that. And I think definitely think that like, us as teens, like we all go through a lot of emotions, and I think finding ways like that is good to get your emotions out. So I definitely think that that's pretty damn good.
I got a question for you, Emotions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think no one really asked this, but what motivated you to start like doing the things that you do in terms of, running your Arc server and, you know, venturing out into like making websites?
Hmm, that's a good question. So, I don't know. Okay, so since a kid, like since a youngin, like for as long as I can remember, everything that I was in, I felt like I controlled the scene. And it wasn't like to brag, or um it's not like disrespectful to anybody around me. It was just that I felt like I controlled the scene. Like I felt as if I was in charge, or I was responsible for the people around me. Like if I was, like if yeah, like if I was responsible for them, like to take care of them, or like to lift them up and to, help them be successful. So, ever since a kid, like I said, I've felt like I was always in control. So, growing up, um, played a lot of video games, always, as everyone in the chat I'm sure knows. And I eventually got into games that could be hosted with online servers, and I never really understood what it was. I never understood how people did it, but I was so much of a it like fascinated me. It was like really something cool to me that someone could host their own thing. Um, and I played on so many servers. Like we've obviously, me and you, we played Minecraft in the past. We played, Ark maybe, like when we played on Official, which is a video
Yeah, I
game if
remember
anybody
that
here
time.
doesn't know. Um, we've played like 7 Days to Die, a lot of survival games, a lot of games that can be hosted like that. And I think that um, once I got into that genre of games that can be hosted online and kind of like this open world survival thing, it was fun to me. But once again, I felt like when I was in there, I was in control. The only thing I wasn't in control of was the actual server itself. But my tribe, my group, what we were doing, I felt more or less like in control of. And it's not because I wanted to be, because there was many times where I was just like, man, why do I have to be the one to get up and worry about everything? But it just felt like I had to. If like I felt like it was my responsibility. So when the servers that I played on stopped existing, I said, okay, well, my friends can't play on anything now. What are they gonna do? I said, you know what? I'm gonna start my own server. So I bought another Xbox. I traded a PS4 in, got another Xbox, ran a server on there. It was really, really good at the time, and I was super young. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was literally just spawning things in for people just to have fun, just to satisfy people. Um, and eventually, as I grew, the servers that I were hosting was growing with me. And I didn't realize it until maybe this year of how big it had became. And when it did become so big, it was like, whoa, like it hit me out of nowhere. And when it hit me, it changed my entire mindset. Like it was just like I went from a kid who felt like he was responsible for things and for people, to um, a young adult, or a young almost adult, I guess, um, running his own shit, and doing it for himself and doing it for the people around him. And now with my servers up, it's literally just at this point, it's like a baby to me. It's like a family that I'm in charge of, and that's it. But honestly, because of it, it's inspired me to branch out into things like this, the podcast, and into things like the website building, and other stupid shit that I've probably done. That was just an opportunity. So like I said, it was probably honestly just from a child is what got me to do everything I'm doing now. Is just from a kid being feeling like I was responsible for people around me, and I still feel like that now. So I feel like it's my duty to be here and put in this grind and do the work to uplift the people around me, uplift people like you who are my friends, and uplift family and stuff like that.
All right. Well, I wanted to follow up with another question during that conversation, but when did you exactly realize? Because you were saying that there was a this year, there was just that one point where you realized that, your servers have gotten so big and you know, realize how much of an impact you've done. Can you tell exactly what moment it was that made you realize that?
That's hard. Okay. Damn, let me think. Um, I don't know, because it was definitely very like okay, 2021 was a very hard year, I'm sure for a lot of people in here. But like 2021, I'm not gonna lie, was like low key my year. The Big D, thank you for following us, brother. It was like low key my year. Like I felt like I was able to get a lot done, but hmm. So I started servers up again in March. I had stopped doing them for a little bit, and when I started it back up in March around my birthday, um, we got back in, and it was like already popping. Like I didn't have to do much, and it's because I'd already built the community. Um, but I would say the biggest things that made me realize it was so huge is when we hit 1,000 people in our Discord, or when hold on, we gotta follow. Who followed? Thank you, Cordman. Or um, or like when there was like the first $100 donation to the server. I was like, oh my god, like how is this possible? Like why me? Why my server? Why us? And then I realized like, oh my god, like this thing is like big. Like it's something, because when you're playing on a server or playing on something, anything, you know how big it is, but the people who own it may not know how big it is. If especially for me who um when I do things, unless it's like actual business, like for servers, I don't actually go and look at competitors. I don't look at people's discords. I don't come up with anything from anyone else. I literally just get on there, make what's I'm imagining, and just stick with it. So it's literally to me like just a home. Like it's just something I get on every day. But it was something more than that. So I think yeah, the events that brought the idea of it being so big to me was probably like the first $100 donation or 1,000 people in our Discord. That's what I would have to say. But hold on, no, enough about me. Enough about me. So that's for you viewers. That's kind of like my story with servers and stuff like that, or a little bit of it. That's literally just tip of the iceberg.
Tip
Lord
of the
Bed,
iceberg. My
yeah,
nigga, you just
man.
went on like a 10-minute rant. Yo, me and Vibes took like at most 2 minutes. You just went on like, oh yeah, this, that, and then I. What the fuck? Tip of the iceberg. Are
and,
you serious?
Andrew's like, what the fuck is a server?
You get paid? What the fuck?
Thank you, Savage, for following us. All right, so yeah, enough about me. I don't want to keep ranting. I feel like I went on for way too long. So, Hop,
Mhm.
Vibes, let you guys take over a little bit. Maybe you guys bounce and forth with your own questions. Enough questions for me. Let me hear with some
All right,
between you
I
guys.
got another question about Andrew. So, as in like music making, I've only been doing it for under a year still. Like in February it'll be a years. And you've been doing it for about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So like at the start, like how did you keep yourself going for that long, 4 or 5 years? Because like, it's easy to do it now, keep going, but how do what's that spark, you know? Even with all like, do you get hate at all?
I definitely do. I'm not gonna
But
lie. There's a bunch of people who are like, oh, your shit's ass. So like,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely do get those type of people that are like, oh yeah, you should stop making music. But it's a matter of using that as fuel to keep on pushing. It's like, oh, these people don't want to see me win, so let me prove to them that I can. So
Right.
Mhm.
for all those years that I've been making music, it's like I have this rock where it's like, I I could quit, and it's like, because I lose motivation a lot. I don't have that big sense of security when it comes to making music, but I have my frequent collaborator. His name's Sub Mac. I know him personally for longer than I've been making music. He's part of the reason why I do make music too. So, I have these little things that keep me held down. It's like, I got to keep pushing, keep going. So that's really what held me down with music is my friend and also family and everything else.
Hmm.
All right.
That's a pretty. I like what you said there too. I'm gonna just touch up real quick. Um, when you said it was like your fuel to keep going, I think that a lot of people don't realize. Like, thank you, Mike, for following us. A lot of times when it comes to shit like music or business or anything, you get fucked so many times, like so badly. Like so many things are in your way. But
Yeah.
like you said, like you used it as fuel to keep going. I think that's great. Like honestly, for me it's different. I'm not gonna lie. For me it wasn't fuel. It was more like I had no choice but to keep going. You know what I mean? Like there was
Mm.
nothing else for me. I said every because I've hit bumps, man, like bumps, like crazy things that I like would, bro. I felt like I was gonna throw up when I heard or felt or witnessed certain things or got into certain things. But literally to me it was like, okay, well tomorrow you got to still be here, so there's no stopping. You got to keep going. What are you gonna do? So I think that, but using that as fuel as well is definitely something respectable, and it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to take obstacles and haters and shit like that and use it as fuel. It's not too easy because the weak mind would give up right there. So props to you, bro. Ender, thank you for following us. Appreciate that. But no, yeah, I mean, I have no experience or anything about music, but I think it's great that you and Vibes do that. To be honest, it's like music is a beautiful thing. So to have two dear friends who are involved with that industry, it's amazing.
Yeah. I feel
All
like
right. I'll keep going. Sorry for cutting you off.
no. I was just gonna say that I feel like music is it's definitely a form of art, and whatever you create, and if you hold it dear to you, then it shouldn't matter if it's bad or something. Like obviously there's bad music, but like if it's true to what you wanted and it's true to the mindset you wanted to create it in, then it's technically not bad at all.
Right,
So like a lot of people will say, "Oh, your old music is garbage," but my old music is what I wanted to make at the time, so I can't really consider it bad if that's what I wanted. Because that was my
right.
art direction at the time.
No, I get you.
It's like if people create paintings and people are like, "I don't understand this painting," others will and others won't.
No, 100%. Like, yeah, no, that's hell yeah. That's definitely like most old ass paintings that we look at. We don't even understand them at all. But
Yeah, no.
it's about what was going on in the head at that time. So yeah, no, I agree. Even I'm gonna go ahead and relate to that is like, old things that I have hosted or like done in the past. Like I've had multiple stream groups. For the people in here who know what Faith is, Faith was not the first stream group that I had. I had TG, and that was like, it was pretty shit. But to be honest, it was where our heads were at the time, including Vibes, because me and Vibes were in that together. So yeah, I think that respecting your work, even if it's old, or even if it gets shit on because it's an older version of you, I think still respecting it as a form of art is it's a good thing. And I think having self-respect is definitely a good thing as well.
Question for you, Andrew. So,
Yeah,
like, you've made many songs, many, many, many songs.
yes.
Um, what is the one song that means the most to you? When you listen to it, you're like, oh yeah, that one right there, means a lot to me.
Um, I definitely have a couple sentimental songs, but if I had to pick one out of my entire discography, well, posted discography at least, I would definitely go with either No Cap or Run It Up, just because of the fact that it really gave me a glimpse into what it's like to actually be shown attention. I guess
Mm.
those two songs
Okay.
are my biggest, played songs. Being that it's only like Run It Up has like what 3,000 at the moment, and No Cap has like 3,000, and Run It Up has 1,500. It's really like an eye opener on like onto like how seeing all these
Absolutely.
stats showing up on your page and shit. It feels really nice. So I hold those two very close to me.
Hmm. Okay.
I kind of want to rebound that question back to you because I'm curious.
Oh, um, see, I have around like two choices, maybe three, but it's either the most recent one I posted, I mean, life, or Lost and Confused. Even though that, I'm gonna be honest, this was one of the worst tracks I've ever made, but it was something I made like during my darkest time, and it was it was really nice to post that song and let my feelings out there in
Hmm.
that sense. But in terms of living life, I got a glimpse of releasing a song, showing it to people, and people like emotions, telling me like been doing this for so long and now you finally made a song that is like, I'm proud to say that you've made this song that, this is all you're doing.
Yeah.
And
No.
so,
100%.
in that sense, yeah, that's why Living Life is my personal, that's the song that means the most to me.
I think Living Life too is like that song from you. By the way, guys, I know we're talking about music a lot, but that's because Vibes here is a music artist as well as Andrew, aka Lil Hop. So we're just going on that topic. But I think when I first heard Living Life, it was like I think it represented you in a way. Like I think like if I thought of a song that could represent you, it would really be that one because it's I think you as a person are very you look for things that are fun. Like you're a very fun person.
Mhm.
And I think like a lot of times you don't really like not in a bad way, but I think a lot of times like, you don't really give a shit. Like, just kind of have fun. And I think
Yeah.
in that song you really touched on that and you really kind of like just anybody listening to that song I feel like would want to live their life and just go outside and dance in the rain and hang out and even if it's yeah, I just feel like that song was a good song to represent you and when I first heard it I couldn't to me honestly I really couldn't believe it was you. And I had told you this, it sounded like a mixture between like Juice and I forgot who else I said, but it was somebody else. And it was pretty cool to me. It was like a song, like I said, like you said, oh yeah, like you said, that I said, I was proud of it, like proud to say my friend made that, and I really
Yeah.
was, because it was like something so amazing. I was like, oh my God, like bro, how is this? How do I know this kid? Like how do I hang out with this kid all the time? Like this, and he's making this. It was amazing to me, and I thought, shit like that inspires me, honestly.
Before we switch off of this music topic, because I have a feeling it's gonna go
Okay.
in a little bit. I just want to ask Vibes real quick. Like, I don't know, like, if I've seen you like featured on any songs before.
No, no, not at all. I've just been
None. Oh,
solo
shit.
dolo.
I was gonna fucking ask you like if you had to pick a feature that you really liked, then which one? But I don't. Yeah, never mind.
No, no, I've been solo dolo. I just feel like I want to build up a catalog to show other people so that, when I have the courage to go ask somebody like, hey, can I feature on one of your songs and that, I want them to like go check my discography and then be like, okay, this is someone I'm willing to work with, I'm willing to spend my time with, not
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
throw some just shit out there. If I were to ask like right now, then it's probably a maybe, but like maybe in like 6 months, like if I keep going on the streak that I am going on, then I'll be on some features for sure.
Mm. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Love to see it.
Hell yeah. You know what? I completely forgot what I was gonna say, but no, that's great. Like the whole music thing for both of you guys. I think like especially where we're from and who we are and like what thank you Mercedes for following us. Is this is gonna sound really weird, but I guess our race. Like I feel like in our race group, our race category, there's not many rappers that are like you guys. I feel like, you know, like we are all Hispanic. Um and I feel like you know you're a Hispanic rapper from who where are you from, Andrew?
From Manhattan mainly.
Okay. Like that's different. And Vibes is a Ecuadorian rapper from Brooklyn. Like that's to me it's very different. Like I feel like I've never seen that. And I think, you know, I think teens now, like you know, we are really defining the future of what things can look like. And you know, I just think that in general we are the future. And it's looking good. It's looking good. I know there's some kids out there that probably make their parents regret having kids, but um, for those kids, I do just hope they find guidance. Because to be honest, kids are, especially you know us, we're kids. Kids are just sometimes we're just lost with things, and that's okay. It's okay to be lost, but don't go looking for answers in the wrong place. Um, Vinny Brown said we should hear his song 100%. So I'm gonna drop the links to their music in the Perfectly Imperfect Discord. You guys can go check that out. 100% check them out. They're great. Both great artists. Love them. Chefy Gas, thank you for following. So I feel like this stream was an introduction stream. Like who are we? So I kind of want to get back to that. I definitely think that the topics that we touched on were definitely great because they do represent our biggest projects and our biggest things that we are doing. Love the conversation, consistency, good episode one. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. So vibes, I want to kind of know
Listening.
like, so I know who you are, but
Yeah.
maybe our viewers don't, and I want to see how you kind of word that for yourself. So who are you? Like, what are you? What are you doing? Who are you?
Okay, so my name is Vibes. Um, to describe myself, I'm just a kid who tries to make music and who tries to get his voice out there in most situations. I'm a more upbeat guy than usual. Right? Like if you try to compare me to others, like in terms of you know like their mood, I say I'm in a more upbeat mood than most people.
Okay,
Um, I'm someone with a lot of motivation, drive, passion, what I make.
okay,
Um, Other than that, I'm just a guy who stays in his own lane, doesn't try to interfere with anything, doesn't start no fights. I just do my own thing.
I think that, yeah, no, that's literally like wait, that last part that you said there, staying in your own lane. That's literally you. Like I've never seen you intervene, mess with anything. Like you're literally always on your own path, and I think that's great. Um, No, yeah, so that's a little bit of who Vibes is, guys. I just kind of wanted to get back to that topic for anyone who's here to really hear like who we are, because I know a lot of people in the chat might know me, or think they know me, or a lot of people might know Vibes or think they know Vibes. And I kind of just wanted to let you guys hear it from them himself. But so yeah, Andrew, you too, man. Like you're our guest here. Um,
Oh
you're hanging out
yeah.
with us today. So like, who would you say you are?
Well, start off by saying I'm a fucking delinquent. I'm gonna tell you that. Uh, I get myself into a lot of stupid shit, but I also have a lot of respect for people who respect me. I'm somebody who has very strong family values. I take family over everything. I think that's the most important thing in the world. And I really don't really fuck with nobody. I just kind of stick to my little clique. I do my own thing. I have fun in life, or at least I try to. I'll take fun over seriousness any day. So
Hmm, okay. No, yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that's good because I feel like me as a person, to be honest, I'm not like that. Like I feel like I'm the total opposite from what you guys are. Like with the whole fun thing, like I feel like, as kids, as teens, as a lot of adults say, like, a lot of the adults, like our parents or our uncles, maybe our aunts, have done like stupid or bad shit in their lives. Especially us being from New York. You know, New York is not a very easy place to come up from. So I definitely feel like, our parents or our family has definitely done some stupid shit in the past. Um, and I feel like for me, that stuff just never interests me. Like going out and smoking never interests me. Going out and partying never interests me. I don't know, ding dong ditching never interests me. Like anything like that, which I definitely feel like could be exciting, 100%. Never really interests me, and it's not. And I don't. I'm not disrespecting those things in any type of way, or I mean those things are like bad or anything, but I just feel like a lot of fun things I kind of passed. I just went past it. I didn't really go for it. I felt like it wasn't really interesting for me. I felt like if I had the offer to, go hang out with friends and like go get something to eat or go home and work on a project, I would go home and work on a project. And it's just weird. I don't know. I was just always like that, especially now. Like I feel like I missed out on a lot of fun things, but to be honest, I hope it just pays off. But I feel like yeah, me and you guys are kind of opposite. It's funny. Don't get
Mm.
all quiet on me, you fucking bastards.
You know what
Sorry,
they say,
I had to take
opposites
a call, bro.
attract.
I'm going to eat free food, same less.
Now, question for you, Emotions.
Sure.
This is a question I had to think about for a little bit. I, I've written it down here. What advice would you give someone like you know, a teenager out there, in order to start doing something like you're doing right now, like
Hmm,
entrepreneurship?
that's a good question.
What's some tips to get them out there, to get them in the swing of things?
That was a banger question. Um, to be honest, you have to change your mindset before you can work on anything. Your mindset, your mind has to be in a stable spot or motivated in order to create anything. Like my business stuff did not start, my business career, my small business career that I've started now, did not start until I changed my mindset. And my mindset changed from I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just chilling, I'm hanging out, I want to just be home and, fuck everything to my future is in 3 years or 2 years or 1 year, and I got to get going. I don't have much time. I got to start the grind. I want to pay back my family. I want to take care of my family. I want to be that fucking guy. I want to. My mindset changed from being this child, this kid who was lost, into this determined young man um, who was just set on goals. And so I think you have to change your mindset from whatever you're at to motivated. And another thing too is self-respect. I feel like as well because if you respect yourself, you're not going to do dumb shit. If you respect yourself, you're going to want more. If you love yourself, you're 100% going to want more. And I think that's another reason too why I jumped on that path was because I loved myself so much that I just wanted better. Like I loved like nobody could get me down, nobody could tell me shit. I just loved myself and I didn't give a fuck what anybody said. I loved who I was and I said, "You know what? Um I'm going to go out into the world and I'm going to just find ways to do what I want to do." And that's it. Just you got to be clever. You got to look at everything as an opportunity. You got to change your mindset and you got to have self-respect, self-love. And I think you'll be on the right path because you can't be you can't just be a young kid lost and expect to find success. You have to actually put your mind to something, change your mindset, and get to it. That's my personal advice.
Amazing response, I do have to say.
Thank you, thank you. Well, hold on. So you're asking me about advice for business and entrepreneurship. So what is your guys' advice? You two both as music artists, as for people out there who want to get started in music. Like what would you guys say is your advice?
I'm gonna let Andrew go off with this one, and then I'll my input.
All right, Andrew, hit us with some knowledge. What would you say? What's your advice to give to young music artists out there or upcoming?
Wait. All right, I just got back. Were you guys talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to take a call. What was the question?
So we literally just went off about. He basically asked me what was my advice to young entrepreneurs out there, or like people who are trying to get into business who are around our age. Um, and so I went back with a counter question and basically asked like, what is your guys' advice for young music artists out there, people getting started in music?
Um, for a younger audience, I feel like uh, you shouldn't ever put um. I tell myself all the time, never put a paycheck before your passion. Because a lot of people go into music thinking they get
Facts.
money, but it's all about the love for the community and the genre and shit. So
Facts.
never put a paycheck before your passion in anything you do, not only music, in any field you go into. You can't just go into something knowing you can make money rather than knowing you're going to enjoy it.
Facts. Uh,
Damn.
that was that was a good. No, that was good. That was good. I 100% agree with that. 100%. Like that was no, yeah, because if you go in thinking about money, you're not gonna make money. It's sad to say it. So, and that definitely applies to business as well. Like, so same thing you said. You said that that applies to anything. Like me, who's getting into business, that 100% applies like all the time. So for anybody out there, like if you're trying to make money or you're trying to do something, or you're just trying to find a purpose, find a journey, get on something, do it because you want to do it instead of thinking about money. You could think about money later or afterwards, after you see what comes in. But don't start thinking about money before you go in. Actually, yo, we just got a good question from chat, and it's what's the 5-year plan? So I'm gonna
Ooh.
let you take that question, vibes. I want to hear it
Yeah.
from you.
5-year plan. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. So let's see. First year, I think I'm still gonna be building a portfolio, because it's taken me 10 months and a good like 13 to 14 songs to release something out there that people will enjoy to listen. So say take like a year to build up that portfolio. Next year, after that, I think I'll do everything. I'll put like advertising and like promote. I'll be promoting myself like as a priority, just
Okay.
to like that's how I get my name out there. If I get my name out there, while doing the music stuff, like while I'm creating that portfolio, that's good. But I feel like there's definitely gonna be like a couple months where I'll just be on like a promotion run, and I feel like uh, you know, that'll be a main priority.
Okay.
Um, the third year, honestly, like after that, I do get my name out there after the promotion stuff. I honestly think I'll just be living my life, going on tour, going, selling out shows, doing all that. And by the end of the 5-year plan, I just want to have a life where, I'm financially free. I've paid off, you know, the people who stuck with me.
Okay.
Honestly, be like, look out and have a view that'll make you say like, I made it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I 100% agree. That's a pretty good 5-year plan. And I think too, I think like another thing too about your 5-year plan that was really good that stuck out to me is that you had realistic like expectations, realistic goals where you set plans into place before you were to sit and realize you made it. You actually set up the plans before that, like oh what I'm gonna do and stuff like that. So I think that was good. Hop, you got a 5-year plan, bro? What's the word? Hop is busy. We're gonna leave Hop there.
Wait,
Um,
wait, wait. No, 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 no,
oh, you
no,
good? You
no.
good? Okay.
No, yeah. Fucking, I'm the worst at this shit.
All right. So, question is, what's the 5-year plan?
Whoa, what do you mean by 5-year plan?
Like, what you got planned for your next 5 years? What's your ideas? What you have set? Anything in
Well,
mind?
a main part of my 5 years is, you know, music isn't my only concern. It's like a thing I do for love, you know. So I'm still gonna consider going to school and everything, finishing out my career. I'm looking into a couple of career paths in college because at
Mm,
the moment I am a senior in high school. So
right, right.
I have a couple of ideas what I want to do and start saving up for my own shit. You know, start driving soon. But within the 5 years, it's definitely going to be going through my career in schooling as well as my career in music. Because not only would I like to, have a profession in something, I'd also like to be able to basically what Vibe said, live free and all that shit, and not only like be able to go and perform and everything, but also how I'm going to be able to have my music reach out to people and connect with people. You know.
Mhm. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a pretty good
What about you,
plan.
Emotions? What's
My
your
5-year,
5-year plan?
my
Yes.
5-year plan. Okay, so right now I'm on the path of business and entrepreneurship, which I don't think is gonna stop. Um, to be honest, this is gonna sound kind of cringy maybe, but I feel like this was what I was born to do. I feel like this is my purpose to serve in this world. I feel like I have, like, this is the journey. This is the path that I set myself on. This is my purpose. Whether I enjoy it or not, this is my purpose. There's many things that I may enjoy and may not, but it's my purpose. And that's okay. Um, I think the 5-year plan. So right now, I'm kind of building my experience. So I'm getting into many different things, business management, sales, advertising, human resources, all those different types of things. And I'm also just, trying to learn from other people, studying and building myself up. And then I'm definitely thinking of finishing high school, obviously. I don't think I would drop out. That's insane to me. So high school for sure. Gonna finish high school. In terms of college, I don't know if I'm gonna go to college. Might go to college for business. Might not. You don't always need college, especially as an entrepreneur. So that I still have not decided. Um, but honestly, with the path that I'm at and the age that I'm at, I think that I could be financially free by the age of 23. I feel like 100%. And that's the goal because although I do want to be financially free, I don't want to wait till I'm 35 to be financially free. I want to live my life. I want to travel. I don't know if I want kids, so I'm trying to just make money, do my thing, serve my purpose in this world, be as successful as I can be, um, pay back the people around me, like you said, vibes. So honestly, after high school, depending on the money that I make through my career of high school and maybe that 18th year. Um, Thinking maybe real estate, opening up some small businesses, taking that money, flipping it into other things, and just kind of just going for that business entrepreneur stuff. So that's the plan right now. Just keep going down the path that I'm going down, and just find opportunities and take them. Take opportunities. I did see a really good question actually. Um, Someone said you don't want kids. Shit's a terror. So there was a good question, and it was, what do you guys? Do you guys? Hold on, let me find it. It was a really good question that stuck out to me. Um, it was like, do you guys have a plan if music doesn't work out?
I'll
But
speak
God
up.
forbid, by the way, that's.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's gonna happen, but if God forbid that does happen, do you guys have a plan?
Um, you know, I had some passions before. You know, I was gonna get into like sports. You know, maybe become a soccer star. I was like,
Okay. No, no, I
I was
just
at
didn't
the
expect you.
start.
Okay.
Um, but honestly, I'm at the point where I'm like, music is plan A. Plan B is to not fuck up plan A. So
Okay. I got you. I
that's
got
what I
you.
got.
Okay. All right. That's plan A is that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Um, somebody just asked if you guys have Spotify for your music. I think Hop does, no?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
You want to
For
plug
me,
yourself real quick?
Huh?
You said you want to plug yourself real quick? Go ahead, bro. You're good.
I'll drop my name in Twitch chat.
There you go, guys. And so our friend Vibes here does not have Spotify, but does kill it on SoundCloud. So Vibes, if you want to plug yourself, you're more than happy. I mean, more than welcome.
know what it is. Vibes on SoundCloud. Not that famous yet, so you guys search up the song name with my name as well.
There you go,
Search
boys.
up Living Life Vibes on SoundCloud. You'll find it and you'll enjoy it a whole fuck ton.
There's the music right
Someone
there.
said Spidiverse.
Bit over.
There was another good question that I saw too. Yeah, what would you like to study in school? So did you guys like figure that out yet? Because I have not. I think there's the only thing that I would want to do is business or maybe something with computers. I haven't figured that out. But like Hop, you're a senior, so what's the plan?
Um, I was definitely looking into computer engineering, but also surprisingly, I have a serious interest in being an attorney in law, like
That's dope.
defense attorney.
Wow.
I didn't expect that. That's dope though.
Me
I like that.
neither.
I could see it. I could see it. I could see it.
But it's
100%.
just it's just options, you know.
Yeah, no, of course. You always gotta have options. I think that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people sell themselves short of, like being closed-minded. If you're closed-minded, you will fail in everything. Like everything. If you don't open your mind to different things, you're just gonna fail. Honestly, you have to open your mind to stuff. Even like people, even if you're here and you're an adult and you work a fucking 9 to 5 and you get home and you're tired and you spend that hour getting ready from the 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes getting undressed when you get home, which is like another hour, you still have at least 1 hour in the day you can do to make yourself better. So don't be closed-minded. Open your mind. Um, so I think that's good that you looked at an opportunity like that. That's a great thing. Somebody in chat said too. That's awesome though. That's a great career path. But yeah, 100%. I think that's amazing. I didn't expect
Somebody
that.
somebody else said Motions wants to study moms. Just want to
Listen,
put that out there.
hashtag mommy love. Hashtag mommy love. I
Most
told you
wants to
someone.
study the anatomy of milfs.
I told you someone was gonna bring it up. All right, so how about you, Vibes? Have you kind of figured out what you want to do in school yet? Because I feel like
Definitely a more like business finance sort of things.
okay, all right.
Cause I took a little bit of time to learn about like money in terms of the music industry. I be learning, bro. People be paying like 15% of their paycheck. Like the music artists will pay 15% of their paycheck for an accountant, just as someone to watch your money.
No, literally, you're right. You're 100% right. I think
So
that's pretty good.
if I learn how to, if I know what I'm doing with my money, A, no, know what decisions in terms of money to like make,
Hmm.
what are good decisions, and I won't be having to pay 15% of my paycheck just to someone to watch my fucking money.
No, 100%. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wouldn't have thought of. No, actually, I could see you as that, 100%. But I just didn't think you were gonna. I just didn't think I could see you as it, but I didn't think that you would go for it. I think that's pretty good. Financing and stuff like that, 100%. And I feel like you could actually still find the time to do what you want, of course. So I think that's great. Um, It's another good question. What's our takes on 9 to 5 jobs? That's a good one.
um, yeah, I'll say that won't I won't like put them down. Is it definitely like a great opportunity to start making, your first $1,000 to start up something.
Okay.
But I'll say, don't like spend your whole life doing it.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to spend your entire life in a 9 to 5. Like, it's definitely something to start you off, like when you're younger, whatever, hitting early 20s. But definitely you want to invest yourself into a long term job, not a normal 9 to 5 type of thing. Like something where you could relax working type thing. You know?
No, 100%. I agree. Um, I think my take on 9 to 5s is like, as an entrepreneur, as someone who's never worked a job or doesn't want to work for anyone, um, I think 9 to 5s are okay. Like, if that's what you're doing in your life, that's okay. Everyone has steps in their life, and everyone, has to do certain things. And if I had to sacrifice my time to work a 9 to 5 to get money and invest into something, I would 100% do it. But don't settle for less when you can be so much more. That's it. Don't settle for less
That's
because you
really
can
good.
be a lot.
That's
Good
really funny.
take.
Yeah. Because listen, all your bosses and stuff like that, like they're gonna kiss your ass because you're their worker. They have to kiss your ass. Like, they're gonna be like, no, this is so
It's their
good, don't
job.
leave. Yeah, like they need you. But in reality, if you stay under that shell, you're not gonna go anywhere. So you can't settle for less. Is running an Arc server difficult? So doing online gaming services for as long as I've done them, they haven't become difficult because they've become a regular thing in my lifestyle. The only thing I find difficult about running online gaming service is the gaming providers, like the service providers. So, like our service provider and the game itself, I feel like has a lot of struggles and stability issues. But I feel like the way I run servers, the community, the staff, and the way I deal with things, I feel like our server can be really great because of that, because of those things. But I feel like the stability issues of the game itself and the service providers definitely hold some things back, and I wish it didn't. That's my personal opinion. But honestly, it's not that difficult because I've been doing it for quite a long time, and to be honest, it's just become a company to my lifestyle. Um, there's another question here. How do you feel about being part of a crowded business competition like a music artist? Vibes, hop. How y'all feel
Sorry,
about that?
my mom just came into the room. What were we talking about?
So,
Nah,
you want to go ahead and touch on that, Hop?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. So basically, when you think of music as a scope of competition, you put less passion and more effort into it, if you know what I'm saying. Like you'll put more time into it because it's like, oh, I want to fight to be good at this and I want to be on top. But then at the same time, you're losing a lot of translation from your emotions to the music because you're thinking of it from a competitional standpoint instead of a doing your own thing type of thing. So I definitely don't look at anybody else's competition. I consider everybody a collaborator. You know.
Yeah, that's good. I'll
Thing
just
about music,
oh, go ahead,
when
go
you
ahead.
start,
Hmm.
I'm sorry for
No, no,
cutting
you're
you
good,
off.
you're good.
When you're starting music, do not give a single fuck about your numbers. You're gonna
There
be
you go.
bad. You're gonna see 2 plays on your first song. You're
Hmm.
gonna see, your numbers are gonna drop.
Hmm.
There are some days where you're gonna have like, oh, I have a song that has, I have a song that has like 2.5K. I have a song that has like 1K. I have like 4 songs that has like 150. And my latest one, it has 23. Even though it's that good, it's just I don't give a single fuck about my numbers, and I think that's one of those things that is keeping me going.
Hmm.
I don't
No,
see the music as competition.
it's crazy because you guys are saying that, and it's the way you guys think about that is literally the way I think about business, or at least not business, but online gaming services. So when it comes to business, it's different. I actually evaluate my competition. I see what they're doing. I see how I can improve what they're doing and make it better, and do it on my own terms. But when it comes to online gaming services, which is one of the things that I do, it's literally the same thing, and that's why I feel like it's where it's at. I don't look at competition. I don't have competition in my opinion. They're just people who do the same thing as me. That's cool. We are all different. If players want to go play on that server, they can play on that server. They can play on mine. Have fun. Do your thing. Whatever makes you happy. Um, so I 100% agree with what Hop said, which is I don't look at them as competition. I look at them as collaborators. That's literally me with other server hosts. It's like I don't look at you as competition. You're just another collaborator or just same. You do the same thing I do. That's cool. Enjoy yourself. And numbers too, like you said, like numbers don't matter. And for me, numbers didn't matter for online gaming services at all. I literally just started them, and it was just keep touching on the idea, the numbers will come. Keep doing what you're doing, the numbers will come. Like you don't just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the numbers, as Vibe said, they will come. You know,
Hmm.
as you're perfecting your craft and working on it, they're just gonna come in. So don't worry about it, and it's gonna come when you least expect it as well. It's really weird. Um,
You have to be your biggest fan.
exactly,
Yeah, definitely.
bro. That right there, that piece of information. If there's any teens in the chat who are feeling lost or feeling weird or maybe don't have friends or something, or you're just like you feel lonely, that piece of information given from Hop and Vibes, which is be your biggest fan, is going to help you through whatever you want to do in life. I promise you. You have to be your own fan. You have to be your biggest fan because no one's going to motivate you like you motivate yourself. Another thing too, if you rely on other people to motivate you, you're never going to be motivated. If you rely on other people to make you happy, you're never going to be happy. So you have to do it yourself. You have to push yourself. Thank you, Vibes, for that piece of information. I thought that was great. Um,
Bro.
Awesome.
another question we had gotten was, has COVID affected what we're doing? Like,
Oh God, yes.
yeah? Okay, so Hop, tell us.
Oh my God, being especially when lockdown first happened back in 2020, yo, all motivation for everything was slowed, and you just didn't want to do nothing. And it's like you have all these responsibilities with schooling and worrying about your personal well being and everything. It's different from previous years where it's just like, okay, yeah, we got school, but I kind of got this on the side, you know. Now with all this COVID shit going on, there's a lot more restriction. There's a lot more weighing on you when you're, trying to get yourself into the mood to do something. It's definitely affected. I'd say myself personally. I don't know about what, let's say, like you two.
Hmm. Okay. No, yeah, that's a pretty good response there, 100%. I definitely get where you're coming from. Especially with you saying that you like worried about your well-being, 100%. Like as another student in school, like I feel like if I don't have my mask on, like I feel fucking exposed. Like if I'm in a zombie apocalypse, like bro, motherfucker about to snatch me up, I'm donezo. Like it's over. I got that
I'm
shit
done.
staying on. Um, Vibes, how about you?
I feel like in a way, COVID has opened up an opportunity for me.
Mm.
Uh, it's very, at the start of lockdown, it was like, the only thing I did really before then was just go to school and come back do my work. Now with lockdown, I honestly felt like I was doing nothing. Like I had no motivation for anything. I would just fucking sit on my Xbox and do. There was no passion, no passion.
Somebody,
And so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
um and with lockdown, I feel like it had made me think a lot more, made me
Hmm.
open up my mind a lot more, and I think uh my emotions within lockdown uh
Motions.
my emotions with lockdown made me, go towards the opportunity of making music.
Okay. No, yeah, I definitely get where you guys are coming from. Um, Personally, for me, it might be the opposite. Um, so COVID was really bad. I hated COVID. I actually had COVID. I'm sure, Vibes, you had COVID, no?
Yeah.
Okay, Hop, did you get COVID?
Not once.
This motherfucker's lucky. I had COVID, and my nerves and my nose got damaged, and they are still damaged. So I have lost about 70 pounds since COVID. I still can't eat certain things. And I tried surgery to fix it, and it did not work. So for now, it's like breaking a bone. I'm waiting to see what happens, waiting for it to heal. Um, so that's the way COVID affected me directly. But in terms of like my life, honestly, COVID did not like it didn't fuck anything up on me, to be honest. Maybe like at times I couldn't hang out with certain people or do certain things because of it, but I don't think it was anything like um life ruining or like um dream ruining for me. I think if anything, it made things easier for me because I was able to work from home, and I was actually forced to be home. So I was forced to just kind of sit down. So because of that, I found opportunities and different things to do and different ways to, um, you know, get into business and stuff like that. That fucking coffee made me gassy, bro. What the fuck?
What?
I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my coffee. When you hop on the podcast, nah, coffee giving me demons in the stomach right
No, I
Shit.
just been
Man.
sipping.
now, bro.
I
You
just been
you know
sipping my
that.
water.
Um, Now, yeah. I mean, we're probably gonna be closing up the podcast soon. So, do you guys have anything you guys else? I mean, anything else you guys want to touch on?
Yeah. So, when in your life did you come to know that you liked moms?
Oh, okay. So, you know, as a youngin, you know, I was always looking at like, you know what? I ain't even gonna front. Beyonce was everything. I was like 4 years old watching the single ladies music video.
Oh
You know
nah.
me. Clipping
Woo!
and you know I grew up and I was like, yo, any girl that looks like Beyonce, I'm in love with. And just so happens that most of those girls seem to be moms. That's it. That's it.
Hey, hey,
Hey, man.
listen.
Oh my
Nah, they wilding in the chat.
god.
Hey yo, if
Hey,
anybody in the
yo.
chat's a MILF, my boy's a MILF hunter.
Bro, I am. I am. No.
All right, let me chill, let me chill.
Chill out,
Let me,
bro.
let me
No.
chill out.
So no, no, that honestly, the single ladies thing is a true ass story, bro. I used to be like 5 years old watching single ladies music video from Beyonce, or like them. I don't know why. I was just
Speaking about that, who was your guys' first crush?
like celebrity crush or crush.
Think crush, because I have a funny answer.
I don't know, man. It was probably like this Chinese girl in like pre-K. No, no, no. There was a different girl. She lived downstairs from me, and one day I think we like snuck out to get a Lego that we quote unquote left outside, and then I kissed her. We were like 4.
Damn,
Indeed.
you a pimp.
Pimping. I don't know, man.
Uh, my first crush. it's always it's always a bit hard to say this, but do you guys know the girl April from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Oh my
animated
god.
show? That was Vibe's first crush. I was like
I,
Damn.
bro,
infatuated. That's the only reason I would watch it, bro. I was like, fuck the turtles.
Fuck
Baby
the
April's
yo,
right
turtles.
here.
yo, that's fucking funny, bro. That is hella
Fuck
funny.
turtles.
So I bet you used to be tight when Michelangelo used to try to like spit game to her.
Yeah, bro. Dad went up to my TV and like, what you doing, bro?
What you trying to get into?
That should be me, not you.
And then doesn't she get with like the hockey mask guy?
Oh,
Vibes was probably like, "Oh my god, congratulations!"
That's when he started making music. That was his motivation.
That was his motivation right there. April. Oh man, that's funny. Um, so before we do end this off though, I do want to ask from chat. So I got 2 questions. So this is our first episode. We had some fun. 100% got into topics that were great. Definitely some good conversations. But I do want to ask chat, like, what do you guys want to see moving forward in the next couple episodes? Like, is there any topics that you guys would like us to discuss? If so, go ahead and drop those in the chat. This is a live podcast, so we can see what you guys are saying. And another thing too is, how do you guys feel about cameras? Like, would you guys rather watch this, like the video? Would you guys rather see us on cameras talking? Would you guys like an IRL podcast? What would you guys like to see? Handling people outside your life. Okay.
Ooh, that's a
COVID.
good one.
COVID's a good topic.
Like what
Cameras.
Lil Hop said, although I cannot say.
What?
Hey,
Okay,
listen.
cameras. All right, what
Chris.
else?
IRL.
IRL. I think an IRL podcast would be great. That'd be so
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Like we
just for
all meet
sitting
up,
down.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can just
That'd
meet
be
up, bring
fire,
the
bro.
mics, set up on a
Bring the
PC.
mics.
I think that'd be
Bro.
cool. What do you guys think, chat? Would you guys like to see an IRL one?
People are saying IRL.
People are saying IRL, man. Might have to do an IRL one soon. We're gonna plan this out for you guys. We got a lot coming. Um, fucking Perfectly Imperfect is just getting started. I've honestly, with the feedback that we got this stream, I'm so happy to actually continue doing this, and it's gonna be great. Perfectly Imperfect is our show hosted by teens. Everyone in this podcast right now, episode one, is a teenager. We're also gonna be bringing adults on and stuff to talk about when they were teens. Definitely. So but yeah, this is a show hosted by teens to kind of just show you guys what our future looks like, what our teens are thinking, what we got going on, how we're speaking, how we're handling ourselves, and our input on current events and things like that. Um, IRL stream is definitely gonna come up soon. Then it looks like it got some good feedback. I think it'd be really fun as well. COVID vaccine as a topic, anti-maskers as a topic, COVID as a topic. Handling people outside your life is a topic. That's a good one. I know me and Vibes had discussed before, like mental health. We could bring up as a topic, schools, our input on that as teenagers. So if you're here and you're a teenager and you want to see something, or maybe you don't want to say it in chat, you can DM me on Discord if you're in the Discord. You can talk to me about the dating world. That's a good one. But yeah, if you're in the Discord and maybe you have a topic you don't want to talk about in the chat that you would like us to discuss, you can go ahead and DM me. That stays between us. And if you're in this chat and you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? Got to get in there.
And
Time management. That's a good one. We post all our events. We post our highlights, our social medias, all that good stuff in there. Steam Arc versus Xbox Arc. But yeah, no, 100%. This was a great stream, and I had so much fun. Lil Hop, thank you for joining me, brother. Thank you for joining us, me and Vibes. We had a blast with you. Thank you for your words today too, as well. I think they were pretty inspiring, especially to someone like me. All but respect for you, my brother.
thank you. Same for you. Thanks for letting me on because I was literally just gonna end up watching it anyways and just be like, damn, I wish I was here, but now I am.
Hold on, chat. Lil Hop co-host? Question mark? Oh shit, I didn't say that.
Oh,
Question mark?
hold on. Hold
Question mark?
on. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Come on, son.
All right, Vibes.
Yeah, man.
So thank you, Vibes, as well for joining us as our co-host today. Vibes
No
is the
problem.
co-host of Perfectly Imperfect, so you will see him in every stream more or less, unless something happens. Um, unless like Hop like catches a body real quick. I mean, what? Pause. Um,
No.
Who said that?
who said yo? Chat is getting
Alright.
too loud.
Man.
All right, chat. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who followed. Thank you for everybody who was here supporting us. Stream has been going on for about an hour and 15 minutes almost, and I had a blast. It was so much fun. Um, honestly, I thought the podcasting was to me, it was nerve wracking. But honestly, once I got in here and got comfortable, it was great. Had my coffee. Now I'm feeling a little bubbly. You know what
Chilling, man.
I mean?
You're gonna
But
be chilling on the toilet for longer.
but no, seriously, guys, thank you guys so much. This is the end of our stream. Thank you for joining us on Perfectly Imperfect, the Life of Teens podcast. Everybody have a wonderful day and take care, my friends.
See you guys.
Adios.